Good evening and welcome to the August 2022 regular council meeting for the Village of Blacks Harbour. I will call the meeting to order at 6:04 p.m. And tonight we have a record of attendance. We have our Deputy Mayor, we have Councillor Wells and Councillor Thompson. I guess Councillor Libby is away and she's on maternity leave this month, so she won't be in this month at all. Record of attendance through number 3 is business arising. Any business arising tonight, Council? If not, we'll move for a motion for approval of the agenda tonight.
We resolve that the agenda for August 17th, 2022 regular meeting of council be accepted and presented.
Deputy Mayor, seconded by Councillor Wells. Question or comment on the motion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, and that's passed unanimously. Number 6 is the approval of council minutes from last month, which is the regular council meeting of July 20th. I'll look for a motion from the floor.
Be it resolved the minutes from the regular meeting of council on July 20th, 2022 as pre-circulated be approved and filed.
Great. And we have a motion on the floor by Councillor Thompson, seconded by
I'll second that.
Deputy Mayor. Any question or comment? All those in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
It's passed unanimously. 6.2 is special meeting. We had a special meeting on August the 2nd. I look for a motion from the floor for approval of that.
Be it resolved that minutes from the special meeting of council on August 2nd, 2022 as pre-circulated be approved and filed.
Councillor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Wells. Question or comment on the motion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
That's passed unanimously. Just for the minutes, Councillor Ritchie is in the room at 6:05 p.m. The minutes reflect that. And that moves us to number 7, the staff reports and the fire department report. And I'll go to maybe Councillor Ritchie. Do you have that in front of you? To do the fire department report?
I do.
Our fire chief isn't here tonight. Before you begin, while you're looking it up, I just want to wish our fire chief a happy birthday. I think next week he turns the big 60 next week, 60. So happy birthday to Chief Dale Wells. So, sorry, Shaw. I make that mistake every time.
Okay, so on the incident report for July 2022, it showed that there was 4 different incidences that they responded to, and this is in comparison to 9 incidences in July of 2021. Just to break that down, so it was a fire explosion was 1, a public service 1, a alarm no fire, and a false alarm 1 also.
Okay. I'll look for a motion from the floor to accept that report.
Be it resolved that the fire department report for the month of July 2022 be approved and filed.
Councillor Ritchie, seconded by Councillor Wells. Question or comment? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, that's passed unanimously. 7.2, building inspector's report. Maybe Councillor Thompson, would you like to do that tonight?
Sure. So I guess for the month of July, we had a total estimated value of just over $5,000, I guess, from a construction value, which gives us a year-to-date just over $160,000 total permits issued to date. I think there's 15 permits, so there's a list of inspections here, I guess, that would have been taken place during July. So there's 7 inspections that would have been done. Yeah. Essentially, that's everything for the month of July.
Okay, we have that's
Is the
go ahead.
Southwest Service Commission report on planning, is that included here in the minutes separately, or is that something we should talk about? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we look for a motion from the floor to accept this report.
Be resolved the building inspector's report for the month of July 2022 be approved and filed.
Councillor Thompson's made that motion, seconded by Councillor Ritchie. Question or comment? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, and it's passed unanimously. Public Works report. Somebody maybe who would like to, Councillor Ritchie, great, thank you.
So on this month's report for, July 2022, so they did the chlorine, flow meters, filters of the building and the lagoon checks done daily. Lift station checked every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Water test done every second Tuesday, and sewer test done once a month. As usual, they collected and checked and collected trash and bins around the village daily as needed. Garbage truck collection every Thursday, recycling picked up as per calendar on Wednesdays. Mowing and snipping daily, weather permitting. Scrape, roll, and line the ball field as needed. So water and sewer, there was 2 samples to St. John Labs from 308 Deadman's Harbour. Samples came back good. There was a sewer backup at 106 French Village Road. From the arena, YMCA in daily as needed, open and closed arena for a birthday party. Mower, picked up mower from Halls Brothers, minor repairs were needed, and repairs to a new mower. Under road work, they installed a tarp on a 3-ton for hauling asphalt, picked up roller from Ready Rentals for asphalt. They got 8 loads and took a roller back to Ready Rentals. On the 1-ton, so some new tires from Charlotte County GM there. On the track list, there was repairs to the pump mounting bolts on the boom flail, changed knuckles on boom flail mower. Saunders equipment were here with joystick and gearbox parts. And some miscellaneous things, so a fall arrest inspection on equipment and tower ladder, and basketball net preparation for installation at the Blacks Harbour School with the Anglophone South School District maintenance. And just an update that they have been installed to date.
Great. Okay, we have the report. Thank you, Councillor Ritchie, for that. And,
Be it resolved that the Public Works report for the month of July 2022 be approved and filed.
okay, motion on the floor, seconded by Councillor Thompson. Question or comment? I'd just like to make one comment. The basketball nets are up now, ladies and gentlemen, and the Public Works crew did an excellent job getting those up, and actually they were the first ones to have a game on there, the Public Works crew. So I think that's on what do you call those things? TikTok, is it?
Yes.
TikTok. So if anybody goes on to TikTok, you'll be able to see that that game on there. So I want to thank the Public Works crew. They're always doing a great job anyway, but it's great to have those basketball nets up. Okay, that's question or comment on Public Works. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, and that's passed unanimously. CAO's report. So somebody like to do that tonight? Maybe Councillor Ritchie, would you like to do the CAO's report? She's
Yeah.
not here tonight, that's why I'm gonna
Yeah,
hand
no,
it
that's
over.
fine. I'll read that out for her. This report would be done by Stacy. And outcomes, she has upcoming funding announcements, ongoing QP negotiations, grant applications for upcoming projects, trails, arena, infrastructure. Still working on the audit. Meet with a new transition coordinator, Greg Lutz, now a bi-weekly meeting. CBCL assessing needs and a wish list. Working on a water project, collaboration with Glenn Hawkins from CDEC. Discussions with ECW, RDC regarding upcoming projects. Priority for quarter 3, which is July to September 2022. Some development incentives, strategic planning, gas tax funding allocations. FCM asset management, and Eastern Charlotte planning collaboration. And just on there's been multiple meetings just listed to date throughout the month of July and the beginning of August.
Great. Thank you, Councillor Ritchie. I'd like to entertain a motion now to accept it.
Be it resolved that the CAO's report for the month of July 2022 and to date for August 2022 be approved and filed.
Seconded by Councillor Thompson. Question or comment on the motion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, that's passed unanimously. 7.5 Southwest New Brunswick Service Commission. Maybe Councillor Thompson, would you like to?
So the village planning and development report was dated on the 16th of August, so this would be for the month of July. Planning update, so the Blacks Harbour Council may recommend to the Southwest New Brunswick Service Commission that they appoint a village resident to serve on the PRAC, which is the Planning Review and Adjustment Committee. So that's something we'll have to take away, obviously, and discuss. Development update, 14 building permits have been reviewed for zoning compliance and referred to the building inspector for issuance to date in 2022. And there's a total value there listed for $190,340.21. So not sure why that doesn't match the report from our building inspector, but okay, so maybe Yeah, so maybe the amount will reflect that next month in August, because this was dated on August 16th, so that's likely why. Yeah, there is some here. Well, there's one that says August, but it's listed as July, but I think that's a typo. Yeah.
Okay, we have a report out for a motion from the floor to approve that report.
Be it resolved, the Southwest Service, be it resolved, the planning and development report for the zoning reviews be approved and filed.
Seconded by our Deputy Mayor, just by hair. Question or comment on the motion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, and that's passed unanimously. Accounts, budget figures. I look for a motion from the floor.
Be it resolved, council approve budget figures for the period ending July 31st, 2022.
Seconded by Deputy Mayor. Question or comment? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
All right.
Contrary, and that's passed unanimously. Accounts payable. Councilor Wells, would you like to give that motion?
Accounts payable,
Yeah.
8-2.
Yeah, all right. Be it resolved that council approve the total of accounts payable paid and/or payable for the month of July 2022 in the amount of $97,390.78 and payables to the date for the month of August 2022 in the amount of $76,297.94.
A motion on the floor, seconded by Councilor Thompson. All those, any question or comment first? All those, if not, all those in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
It's passed unanimously. Reading of petitions, presentations, and proclamations, there are none tonight. Communications, there are, I thought we had some communications here. Okay, we have one here tonight for the Downey and Windjack Fund, 1 year later impact report. 1 year ago, we learned of the recovery of the remains of 215 children at the former Kamloops Indian Residential School in British Columbia. Since that time, more communities have announced recoveries of their own, and even more are undertaking investigations. The ongoing recoveries are a painful reality for many. We want to recognize and honor the lived experiences and truths of Indigenous people, communities, and all those affected by residential schools and continued injustices experienced by Indigenous people and communities. The recoveries were a turning point for truth and reconciliation in Canada as many people began their own journey towards reconciliation. The Gore Downey and Cheney Windjack Fund received an outpouring of support from people who were searching for a way to contribute meaningfully to moving reconciliation forward. With your generous support, we were able to expand our programming throughout Canada, working with students, educators, artists, and community leaders to build awareness, education, and connections between all peoples in Canada. Thank you for helping us build cultural understanding and create a path towards reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples. We also have a letter from the province of New Brunswick. This is to all municipalities. Dear mayors, as a result of local government reform and the amalgamation of some municipalities, DTI has been requested to put a pause on the building of the municipal designated highway program for 2025. Please disregard the letter from Minister Green dated May 23rd, 2022, requesting an updated 5-year plan for the period of 2025 to 2029. The next submission of priorities will be from the newly formed entities in the spring-summer of 2023 and will be used to develop the 2025, 2026, and 26-27 MDH programs. A follow-up letter will be sent to the new municipal entities next year. The recently published MDH projects for 23 and 24 and the road ahead plan remain in place. Thank you for your continued cooperation and our apologies for any inconvenience this may cause. And this is from Raymond Brunn, the engineer for the province of New Brunswick. Okay. I'll look for a motion to accept those correspondence.
Be it resolved that the correspondence for information be approved and filed as presented.
Okay, Deputy Mayor, seconded by Councillor Ritchie. Question or comment on the motion? All those in favor of that motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And it's passed unanimously. Approval of committee minutes and recommendations. We have any of that. Business arising, unfinished business. 14 is new business, motions and notices of motions. We have 14.1, contracts and tenders. And A, the first one is the sanitary sewer renewals. And I'll look for a motion from the floor.
Be it resolved, council award the contract for the sanitary sewer renewals to Fairville Construction Limited for $187,657 as recommended by our municipal engineer, CBCL.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Councillor Thompson, second by Councillor Wells. Question or comment on this? Maybe can anybody on the staff, can you get a little more details of that, or Councillor Thompson?
Yeah.
Exactly, because it just seems like a blanket statement here, and maybe we can let the public know what exactly we're
Yeah,
doing.
sure. So this would have been a competitive bid that went out to tender on August 5th. I think the bids were received and a bid evaluation was done. We had three bids come in, Fairville Construction being the low bid. The estimate for the work, the engineering estimate would have been just around $215,000. So it come in under the estimate that would have been provided by by CBCL. In terms of the location of the work, I believe it's just behind the school. It's for a number of repairs along the road that would have been put in last summer I think we had some investigation work done. So those recommendations and the repairs come out of that investigation, the gas testing. And yeah, so that work you can see now, I believe some of those materials, the risers and such, looks like they've been starting to deliver some materials. So we're getting ready for the job. So anyway.
Great, no, that's great. Thank you for explaining it. Is there any question or comment any further on that? If not, all those in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, that's passed unanimously. Records for destruction. This is an interesting one, and maybe I'm going to go to Mrs. Hatt tonight, and she could explain a little bit more about that before we do a motion.
Okay. So typically, we go through the MRA, which is the municipal records. They tell us how long we have to keep something, when we can destroy something, whether we can destroy it or we have to keep it for selective retention or we send it to Fredericton. And under these particular destruction of records, everything is to be destroyed. It was anywhere from year 2013 and 2015. So it's exactly what the municipal destruction tells us we can and can't do. It's how we file.
No, that's good. I'm glad you explained that. So, but at this point, I'll look for a motion from the floor for that.
Be it resolved that council authorize the destruction of records from report as per the Municipal Records Authority guidelines.
Great. We have a motion on the floor by Councillor Ritchie, seconded by Councillor Wells. Okay, question or comment on that? Councillor Thompson? Oh, okay, I thought you wrote that. Okay, any questions or comments? If not, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, that's passed unanimously. 14.3, sale of PID 01225838.
Be it resolved, the council approve the sale of PID 01225838 to Real Shrimp and Encompass pursuant to the agreement of purchase and sale for $1,000. Also, council approves the agreement and all related documentation to complete the sale.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Councillor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Deputy Mayor. Question or comment? Does somebody would like to describe the council describe the PID number where it's located? Because I don't think it's fair to the public to know just by going by number. Nobody's going to sit at home and look up a number.
So this parcel would be just to the west of the arena, I guess, or north of the arena, down in past adjacent to the lagoon. And yeah, so there's a large PID there, just as reference.
So the public does know that it's a housing development that's going to go in, and the village is protected on this.
Absolutely, yeah. So there's a pretty comprehensive purchase and sale agreement that ensures that the interests of the village As well as, we want to encourage development as well, but certainly the village's interests are protected, absolutely.
Yeah, there's a timeline on that, so things have to be built over, I think, an 8 year.
Eight developments over an 8 year period.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Great. Any questions or comments on the motion? If not, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Alright.
Contrary, that's passed unanimously. We had no bylaws tonight. That brings us to councilors' concerns. First of all, I want to thank CHCO for being here tonight. We have Florence Metro doing the audio tonight in the back. Dale Wells is doing the camera. And of course, the star of the show, Vicky, is right in the very back. And if the camera want to get around, can we get Vicky in the back? We actually have a... No, he's not going to do that. Okay. Okay, and the camera person, we actually have Daryl Tidd here tonight visiting. Daryl is actually a former councillor here in Blacks Harbour. He's here taking notes tonight because Daryl is going to be a candidate in the next election coming up in November 28th for the ward of Beaver Harbour. So great to have you here tonight, Daryl. We also have Glenn Hawkins just showed up. He's from Eastern Charlotte Community Development. Great to have you here tonight. What else do I got for notes tonight? This coming Saturday, I will attend Frank and Noreen McGarrigle's 30th wedding anniversary at the Masonic Hall in St. George. And tonight, I'd like to make sure that everybody in Blacks Harbour and all Eastern Charlotte attend a major good news announcement about our arena next week, Tuesday, August 23rd at 10 a.m. at the Patrick Connors Arena. In attendance will be the MP Wayne Long and our MLA Andrea Mason. I know CHCO will be taping it, but I want everybody, if they can, to attend this event. And we actually have a poster that's going out tonight. I don't know if the camera can pick that up or not. That will tell you about this major announcement coming up for the arena. Can you get that? Okay. Hold on. Next weekend, Saturday, August the 27th, between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. is the event Touch a Truck at the arena here in Blacks Harbour. This is an event sponsored by the RCMP and the Village of Blacks Harbour and is a fundraiser for the local breakfast programs. Also next weekend, or this coming weekend, we have the 7th annual Great Fun Day Coastal Cleanup going on between this start Friday, August the 19th to Sunday, August 21st. And there's going to be a big cleanup program on the beaches and in the area right around Blacks Harbour. So that's that poster right there. That's going on this weekend. And I'll be there. I will be there on Saturday to speak to the ones who are doing the work. In a couple weeks will be Blacks Harbour's time to shine with the annual Fog Festival weekend. Please, everyone, mark it on your calendar to attend this year's event, as it is our 50th anniversary of being a village and our last year of being a village. Blacks Harbour will be the place to be the last weekend of the summer of 2022. A fireworks display that will be talked about in years to come is all I can say at this point. Kara, Mrs. Hatt, is our main organizer, and I want to thank her for all the work that she's done and all the work she's going to be doing for that weekend, because that's going to be a weekend with a lot of stuff going on. And
There's lots of help.
If maybe her or Deputy Mayor Hatt would like to speak on that weekend, I'll give them the opportunity to speak on that weekend.
Yeah, so as everybody knows, it's our biggest festival of the year. And let's hope that there's no fog, but when it'd be good weather. But it kicks off on Friday at 1:30. There's a senior social. It'll be at the Kitchen Restaurant down here. You have to pre-register. I believe there was six remaining seats, so it's getting booked up pretty quick, well in advance. And on Saturday, things will really start ramping up, as there will be a breakfast at the Stella Maris Hall. And then one of the ones that are, dear to my family would be the Soapbox Derby. And it'd be nice to see some new kids get out and, be competitive in this and come out for a good time. there's a few cars that are actually around from, senior kids that are too old now or have moved on, that if anybody needs a car, contact myself, either by Facebook or even Jamie Ross in St. George would be another one. He could put you in contact with some people that still have cars that aren't being used. And one that's always a big crowd drawer is the horse pull. That begins at 1 o'clock on Saturday. And there'll be a canteen there as well. It'll be Costa Nacho and the Charlotte County Kirsten Academy. And then there's Connors Brothers and Trivian Family Day. So that starts at 12 p.m. and go to 6 p.m. And then that night there'll be a concert in the park. This year here we've hired Artificial Hip. They'll be there from 7 to 9 playing, so bring your own chair. And soon after that, the fireworks will be around 9:15 or dusk. And like I said, you can still, view that from the main park, or usually people line up pretty solid in blocks for that. So it'll be a great fireworks show this year. And then after the fireworks, there'll be a kitchen party upstairs in the arena. There's DJ Michael McEachin, if I sound that McEachin, if I said that right or not. And $5 a person or $8 a couple, and that'll run to 2 a.m. So kind of an old-fashioned kitchen party as we used to have before COVID. So it's a great little turnout for everybody to come and have a great evening after the fireworks. Sunday at 10:30 a.m. there'll be a church service in Main Street Park. Walker Wheel fundraiser walk will happen, and maybe you can touch on that after what's with extramural and the proceeds that are going for that. There'll be music in the park again that day from 12:30 to 1:30, and Kids Carnival will be back in the Main Street Park at 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So, and I believe that's a free event for the community, so anybody can come. There's no charge for that. And then Sunday, there'll be a market, and that'll be at the Main Street Park. As you can see, Main Street Park is the main venue this year. As every Sunday, there's a Sunday jam at the Stella Maris Hall. Myself, I've never actually gone to one, so maybe I should take the time and go. I hear it's a great music sing-along, so. And on that Sunday from 3 to 4:30, there'll be a motor show and shine, so cars, motorcycles, etc. And then this year here, we went for a theme for the Fog Festival. It was 50 years, so really open, anything at all. This is the 50th year of the municipality, and unfortunately the last year, so I'd like to go out with a bang, that's for sure. And it'll be leaving at the arena at 5:30 p.m. and it will go down through Main Street. So yes, at 5:30 on Sunday there will be a road closure. We still need a few volunteers to help with that, of closing the roads off and then getting the barricades back out. So if anybody would like to help, just contact the village or reach out to one of us here on council or Mayor John if you'd like to help. And then on Monday, there's bingo at the Stella Maris Hall at the regular time of 6:15, the early bird, and the regular game starts at 6:45. If you want to speak on the extramural walk, because you probably got more details on that than I do, or John probably does. So,
Maybe she would like to add anything else to that. Did he miss anything at all?
No.
No, you did a good job. Just a couple more things I want to add before I hand it over to the deputy mayor. Councillor Amber Levitt, it's her birthday on September the 3rd, so I want to wish her a happy birthday. She hasn't had the baby yet, so maybe she's holding out for her birthday to be both at the same time. So, so congratulations to the Levitt family. Yeah, I think she's actually due today or tomorrow. Tomorrow. So congratulations to the Levitt family. I wish to send condolences out to the entire DeVoe family on the passing of Philip Joseph DeVoe, which occurred at the Passamaquoddy Lodge on July 27th. He was born in Matagan, Nova Scotia on May 20th, 1941. He was the son of the late Moise Joseph DeVoe and Elizabeth Mary Thibodeau. Philip is survived by his children, Elizabeth DeVoe, Betty as we know her, of Lincoln, New Brunswick, Jimmy DeVoe of St. George, Johnny DeVue of Blacks Harbour, Timothy DeVue of Utopia, and Francis DeVue of St. Andrews. Philip was predeceased by his wife Teresa DeVue and a grandson, Devin McLaughlin. Prior to his retirement, Philip worked as a lead hand at Connors Brothers for a number of years. In his free time, he loved camping out at Lake Utopia. He was a hard worker and provided well for his family, and he will be sadly missed by all who knew him. Also, I wish to send condolences out to the family of Mrs. Ethel Doucette, who passed away on July 20th. Mrs. Ethel Doucette, formerly of Blacks Harbour, his beloved wife of the late Joseph Raymond Doucette, was born at Blacks Harbour on April the 3rd, 1925. She was the daughter of the late George Frederick and birth mother Ethel Gadet and given mother Mildred Catherine Gadet. She was a loving mother, a grandmother, and a sister. She is survived by her sons Jerry of Oromocto, Billy of Blacks Harbour, Patty of BC, and Father Paul here of Blacks Harbour. And her daughters Maria Penfield, Susan of Quebec City, and Kathy of Edmonton, Alberta, and Loretta or Lori of Lincoln, New Brunswick. Ethel was a determined and faithful lady. She was the anchor of her family following her husband's passing in 1974 and worked hard raising her younger children on her own. She was a very active volunteer within her community, the parish, and with the Harbour View Seniors, as well as the Fundy Hospital. She also collected donations for many years for the Heart and Stroke Foundation of New Brunswick and completed income tax returns for many community residents as well. Ethel will also be remembered as a very devoted to the Catholic faith and was a long time and original member of the CWL. Her strength, determination, and her unmovable faith in God will be forever be remembered. And lastly tonight, in sadness, I pass along our sympathy to the Wells family on the passing of Lawrence Larry Murray Wells, which occurred on Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022, at the St. John Regional Hospital. He was born in Orenda, Quebec, on December the 24th, 1950. He was the son of the late Murray and Gislaine Wells. Larry is survived by his loving wife, Judy Wells, children Brent Wells of Hampton, New Brunswick, Jennifer Wells of Hampton, and Shane Wells of Alberta, as well as brothers, our councillor Jerry Wells, my campaign manager Dale Wells doing the camera tonight, and my good friend Clayton Wells of St. Andrews. I'll go to, that's all I have for now. I'll go to the deputy mayor.
So I did forget a couple things in the Fog Festival. I apologize. So on the day of the parade route, Hillary's Hope for Hunger will be collecting donations for the food bank. So I believe that there'll be a trailer in the parade or a venue that we can drop everything off there. And one thing I did have a question, fried dough. Fireworks, Knights of Columbus, still happening?
Yeah, they will be Saturday night.
Okay.
And they will be Sunday. And yeah.
Okay, I forgot about the Knights of Columbus, so I apologize for that. But I did have a community reach out this week, and you know, it's goes in hand. I texted the other councillors this week to give them heads up. So I was approached about when we moved the playground from Main Street down to the arena area, and we do the revamp of that, to ask if it would be possible if the village could look at a wheelchair accessible swing set, or a swing that you can get in. And I believe there's one in St. Andrews, but you have to take the person out of the chair maybe or something. And there's one that you can have that you can drive the wheelchair right in, strap it on, and then it can swing. So I mean, even people as they get older and have accessibility issues could use it. So anyway, it was asked if we could include that in our package when we start quoting it. So I would say that that's a good idea for us to kind of put that in the idea bank to do that. So and other than that, hope to see everybody at the Fog Festival.
Great. Thank you, Councillor Ritchie.
Just to add to that, I just think there's other accessibility things we can do as well. So we just did share a few things by text. There was a community garden box that accommodates a wheelchair. There's been ideas about picnic tables and things as well. So it's definitely something on the radar for the next project to incorporate and include.
Councillor Wells.
Oh, another thing.
Councillor Thompson.
Yeah, really quickly, I guess, mention the announcement at the arena. I'm really excited about that. So I guess that'll be a big win for the community, no doubt. There's a couple of things we're working on. I guess a couple new bylaws. There's a development incentive. Hopefully we can get that on the agenda here in the next month. A couple other bylaws as well I know we're working on, so looking forward to seeing those coming up. Also, lots going on with municipal projects. We've got CBCL getting out for some tendering right away on a number of projects, so hopefully we'll be in a position to make some awards here before the end of the fall.
I'd like to specify some of those.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, we've got a new trail that we're working on, which essentially runs from the old Connors Garage to Brunswick Street. So we've got a design in hand for that. And essentially it's just once these repairs are made to the sanitary system or the sewer, we'll be in a position to clean that up and have it so it's suitable for residents to actually use as a walking trail. So that'll be a really nice thing to have in our community. Also looking at some additional green space in that area as well. Adam mentioned the playground relocation. So we've actually got a design completed for the multi-use courts at the arena, which would essentially allow for the use of, ball hockey, basketball, potentially tennis and volleyball. So there'd be 3 courts identified there, and we're really excited about getting that out for bids and getting the tendering back and done on that, so we can be in a position to potentially award that here this fall. Yeah, those are really the main ones we're working on. There's additionally some work we're looking at. As everybody's aware, there's Lewis Connors Lane. There's also a second phase to that, so we're trying to get the design completed for that and get some tendering done for the next phase of that property. So, yeah, that's pretty much the highlights, I guess.
Great, thank you. It's great that the public knows
Yes.
what we're actually working on, so thank you.
Absolutely.
So I know there's one birthday that we missed.
How was
I
that?
think somebody captured all the birthdays, but I believe there's one here
Nice.
coming up in September.
Oh, is there?
I heard.
I don't know.
I heard maybe the mayor was having a birthday in September.
Yes, the fire chief and I are the same age.
Well,
Are going to be, I guess. Yeah. Thank you very much. I think. Okay. Next is question period. Any questions tonight from the public? No, none from over here. Nothing online? Any questions online? Nothing coming up, nothing pop up? Okay, that brings us to our next meeting is September the 21st, 2022, and I remind council that is still at 6 p.m. also, and that will be the last one out of the summer program where we just meet at 6. So at this point, I'll look for a motion for adjournment.
be it resolved that the meeting be adjourned at 6:41 p.m.
Seconded by Councilor Ritchie, and I declare that meeting closed. Thank you very much.